You have to wait. You dodged a bullet, my friend. I have dodged several bullets in my life. I'm not gonna lie. A beautiful person. WSG, if it wasn't for mom, no one would know you. It's very true. I don't know why that keeps becoming like a topic. I think when people run out of things to like talk shit on me about, they start talking about my mom. So eventually she'll understand and let him go. Yeah. Yeah, bro, people kept calling me immature, but I feel like people forget that Tim is 15 years older than me and asked if I wanted to have sex with him. He literally said, "Do you want to fuck me?" Like, that was his response to me calling him sweetheart, which I only called him sweetheart because I wanted to call him the B word. I wanted to call him a bitch, but I didn't because I don't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. So I called him sweetheart, which was nicer, but he took it as like I was like flirting with him or something. And I thought that was kind of weird. So that's why I just gave him that face. I was like, what? What? I don't know. What was up with that?
All right, boom. You know, from my, I wouldn't say experiences because I haven't been through the experience, but from the things that I have seen and also been heard, generally speaking, if somebody says, if a man was to say a word like sweetheart, for example, in this situation to another man, if the other man is straight, his reaction is going to be something completely different to what Tim did, you know? But if the man is somebody that is gay or bisexual or definitely, you know, in that kind of capacity, well, then usually they'll be like, oh, are you trying to hit something at me? You know what I mean? So really and truly, it is quite odd. Why Tim's reaction is very odd. It's one of those things where really and truly a man's man wouldn't have reacted the way he would have reacted. You see what I'm saying, okay? If anything. A man's man maybe would have told him to shut the F up, maybe, you know what I mean? But definitely wouldn't have said, oh, did you want to sleep with me? Because at the end of the day, a man that is masculine is never going to be thinking about the idea of even inviting those words out of their mouth. You see what I'm saying? But a man that is now gay, he's always going to be open to, you know, giving you more of a flamboyant response. You know what I mean? And that's where Tim's situation there definitely is questionable, and I'd be questioning too. Now, whether or not Jamal was telling the truth about the fact that he was replacing the word sweetheart with a more savage word, I guess that's only for Jamal to know. But I still will say this though. Tim's response still warrants the fact that his sexuality can continue to be questioned. But nonetheless though, we continue.
I do not want to have sex with him at all. Basically was. I think I was in more episodes than Tyree. I feel like if I was to do the single life now, like my own story, I think I would become like oversaturated as like a person in the franchise. Cause I, you know, like I've been on Pillow Talk for a while. I did 2 seasons for my mom, and then I did this one. And yeah, I feel like it would just be too much. I'm like, damn, he's back again? Like, leave.
So that is Jamal pretty much confirming to us that he has no intentions of coming back to 90 Day Fiance anytime soon. Obviously, it's not another situation. It's just maybe the next year or two, maybe he's going to go quiet and then maybe come back at a later stage. Who knows? But to be fair, he's got a very good point about being too oversaturated. It's something that can definitely become way too overwhelming. You know, and obviously that's something that we've experienced a lot, especially from Jasmine and Gino, because those two have literally been on 3 seasons back to back now. I'm pretty sure it's 3 seasons back to back now, which have that given us a single rest. And honestly, it is so tiring, and mostly tiring because Gino and Jasmine's storyline is always the freaking same. You know, that's what makes it even more worse. But listen, before we continue into the rest of the video, we are on the road to 60k subscribers by the end of April. Something that, you know, is still very much possible. We need just over 80k people, you know what I mean? So please do hit the subscribe button. It is free to watch the channel, you know what I mean? It is also free to subscribe as well. And to be fair, most views are always dominated by newer viewers because the people that are currently a part of the channel subscribed, thank you so much, always do their best to like the video and comment to therefore help us on the YouTube algorithm. But with that being said, let's continue.
Better, just to let me like explain who I am as a person. You feel me? Because a lot of people, y'all forget, a lot of people don't even have social media, so they're not even getting to know who I am. They're just seeing that, you know. Like I'm actually very like strange, so I'm just like I feel like the way it's portrayed is like so different sometimes. I'm Team Jamal, and Veronica's very argumentative. I'll go on a date with you. Tim's reaction to sweetheart wasn't right for a straight man to say. Yeah, that was weird. He literally said, "Do you want to fuck me?" I was like, what? I was so taken back. Because I called him sweetheart because I didn't want to call him a mean word that was going to get me in trouble, you know? So, yeah. You really told them off. I love people who can expose the bullshit. Bro, that shit was getting so funny to me because, like, I thought I was going to keep it so I don't think I can say too much, but I just think I had a lot pent up in me, and was just like, you know, once you see two people they haven't seen in a while, and like they've just given you bad energy for a long time, it just really like gets to you, you know. Jamal, please, why did they call you jobless on the show? They were weird for that. So I just personally feel like they maybe like conducted some kind of plan, you feel me, to like, and they, if y'all look at Tim and Veronica very closely, like it's always been them against whoever one of them are dating, you feel me? And I think I was like the main choice for this season of like, you know, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I just thought me and Veronica were tighter than we were, you feel me? And it just wasn't the case. Like,
does Jamal bring up a fair point there? Because to be fair, when he said that and I was watching the live stream, that got me thinking. You know, it has always been Tim and Veronica versus the people they're with, apart from the person of last season that Veronica was with. That guy, she actually told Tim to leave her alone and to obviously back up a little bit, so therefore she can really spread her wings with him. But obviously backfired, didn't go well. And then of course when it came to, I don't know why my computer just did that, but anyway. But then obviously backfired, you see what I'm saying? So the question is there a lot of truth behind what he's saying though? Because I do feel like there is a form of truth behind that. But hey, we continue.
So, will you ever talk about the after show, or do you sign something? I'm not gonna like really talk about production or like TLC or anything ever. But like, I definitely can give y'all details more on like our relationship after everything's out. You chatting?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But you handled yourself very well. So, you know, it is what it is, and people are going to say whatever they want to say, and it's just how it is. It's just the life we live now, you know?
No, I don't know.
Nobody.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hi, guys. How are you? Hi. I just came on to say hi. I got to go back to work, but I came on to say hi. Jamal doesn't have any explaining to do. He's explained himself enough.
Who said that?
Some girl said you have some explaining to do. Jamal doesn't have to explain.
I have some explaining to do?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was born, but so yeah, I chose to call him sweetheart, which I thought was nicer, right? Don't you think that's nicer?
Yeah, but the way you said it, I think that's what it is. But
because he's a sweetheart. He's a nice person.
Okay. We don't call people out their names like that. And we would never do that.
I will call a lot of people sweetheart, for sure.
What do you call me?
And no, Tyree's in here, bro. He said some people are always reaching. Yeah, it was such a reach, bro. I was like, no. I'm an ally of the LGBTQ. I always have been. I'm straight myself, but it's like, Tim is a sweetheart. That's just it.
You know, I just read this comment and I have to address it. Let me say
what?
Before she addresses it, I feel like when Jamal said that bit there, that was him basically saying that he definitely does believe that Tim is a sweetheart. So yeah. I mean that translates quite. Yeah.
Listen, just because Jamal is well educated and speaks well and dresses very nicely, that doesn't mean he's gay.
Who, me?
Stop it. Yeah, stop it. I think.
Wait, Mom, you keep breaking up.
It's so stupid that people think that.
You keep breaking up while you're talking.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's dumb to just say that. I think if he was, I would know.
Yeah.
So.
It's still, and also, it's still a lot more to see. So not even just, I don't even know what else is coming. Jamal, you did nothing wrong. People need to chill. People can't judge on edited programs. I'm like, just watch the show and piss off, you know, like whatever. Are you and Veronica back together?
Now, the only thing that I will say is that Kim has had a habit of always, you know, oh, sorry guys, I got a phone call. I'll be back.
Usman's house. Okay, what is this thing I'm hearing? Usman has human body parts in his house. Yeah, Veronica seems to be a very calculated person. But I'm literally like, aren't you like 10 years older than me? Literally, like, go take care of yourself. Me and Tim?
Interesting, isn't it? There's a whole conversation here that, you know, Jamal, I mean, listen, for me personally, I feel like Jamal makes decent points. You know, I just find it very strange, to be fair, how we're in a position here where Jamal is being, people keep coming at him for being immature and all that kind of stuff. But it's just so strange because like Jamal was younger than both Veronica and Tim. Now, I'm not saying that that's a reason for him to allegedly be immature, but at the same time though, like, shouldn't we expect more maturity from Veronica? Shouldn't we also expect that from Tim? You know what I mean? Like, I just find it so strange because Tim is what, he's in his 40s, right? And from the tale, it's even said that this man is he's in his 40s, late 40s, I believe, or mid 40s, but yet he's living with people who are like 10 plus years younger than him, you know, which may not necessarily be a bad thing, but it is something that you can look at and be like, you Interesting. But also on top of that, to be honest with you, you know, on the season they tried to portray Jamal as if he was like jobless and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, at least he's not out here, you know, living with. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just there's very many things around Tim that I just find very, very strange. And you know, when it comes to Veronica now, I just find the fact that she still keeps Tim in her life. The reasons make sense because, of course, you know, of her daughter. I'm not going to contest that. But to keep him in her life the way she is, it feels as if like Veronica has to keep Tim in because Tim's the only person she has in her life, apart from her daughter, that she can still dictate his life. Because she's obviously someone that likes to dictate things and she doesn't really like to be challenged necessarily, right? And I think for me personally, it bothers her that Jamal was younger, but yet she couldn't control him the way she wanted. Because throughout the season, she made, I wouldn't say she complained, but she made things are clear about how the fact that, you know, his texting wasn't the great, you know, certain things about him that wasn't great, but these are the things that she wanted to obviously get a hold of. She wanted to obviously, you know, be in control of. Now, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing because the things that she was talking about are things, generally speaking, that need to be better in a relationship, especially if you want to work. So I'm not contesting that. But I'm just saying, though, if you then now go to the to the double date, ordering Tim's meal for him, you know, remembering obviously how he needs it to be done. It's very weird. It's like Tim and Veronica have this mother-son relationship, but the only thing is her son is like 10 plus years older than her. I kind of feel like she was looking to be able to baby Jamal. The way she babies Tim, it kind of feels like that's what she was looking for. And it feels as if like there was a certain point in life where she catered to Tim's needs, you know? Because we've seen the way Tim is slow to want to kiss, slow to want to do this. He wants to do all these things in his own bloody time, blah, 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 blah. Clearly, there was a time when Veronica was that person. She catered to his needs of basically babying him. Because let's be real, Tim has several baby mannerisms. You know, he even has, should we say, borderline mama boys mannerisms, right? And where do they come from? If you ask me, Veronica is the key to that. But we continue though. But I was going to say earlier that I do find it strange, to be fair, that, not strange, I do find it unnecessary that Kimberly always has to appear whenever Jamal's live. Sometimes, yes, it's necessary, but I feel like sometimes she comes in just to basically repeat what he's saying. You know, that's something that I was going to say before I had to obviously, you know, stop the video. And I don't know, there's something about it that doesn't sit right with me personally. I just feel like Kim should just let her son be. Just let him have his live stream. Let him defend himself. Let him say what he's got to say. Stop coming in to save him or whatever. And to be fair with you, she did say something about, yeah, but it's the way, maybe it's the way you said sweetheart, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I'm going to tell you this now, right, yeah? It doesn't matter how a man can say the word sweetheart to another straight man. Because if that other straight man, however that straight man's gonna respond to it is going to be pretty much be the same as he would in any other situation, regardless of how he says it. But if you say sweetheart, no matter how you say it, and you say it to a gay person, they're gonna respond pretty much the same way they will respond for the most part. You know, I may not be gay and I may not know gay people, but like I know men, we are very simple people, right? If Jamal was to call me sweetheart, I'll be like, bruh, nah, you need to calm yourself down. We ain't doing that right here. You know what I mean? It'd be something like that. But on the other side now, if I'm gay now, and from the things that I've seen, you know, generally speaking, on how some gay men obviously move, like if I've called him sweetheart, they'll be like, oh. You know, they'll try and be cheeky with it. You know, I mean, you know, generally speaking, gay men like to be cheeky when if they get opportunity to kind of make a pass at a straight man, they'll be cheeky with it. You know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, you know what I mean? And the way Tim was behaving, though, it was a bit cheeky. Fair enough, he was old, you want to F me, but it was a cheeky thing to respond to. I mean, it was a cheeky response. So for me personally, all I know is Tim does not make it any better for himself when it comes to the allegations of him being gay and him continuously denying it. And to be honest with you, a part of me wouldn't be surprised if he's been told by TLC to lie and hide the fact that he may actually be gay, purely because keeping that mysterious thing a secret is what is always going to get people intrigued to want to know about Tim. You know what I mean? Sometimes that stuff kind of sells to a certain degree, but I'm not saying it's the case. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised. But nonetheless, though, let's continue.
Can be civil with each other. I don't think y'all get it. I don't like hate him. I just didn't respect some of the things he chose to do. You feel me? Like I'm just a man of principle, and I believe respect is given, not earned. I mean, respect is earned, not given. And he definitely didn't earn mine with, you know, just trying to like sabotage my relationship. It was weird.
really and truly, Tim was never going to earn your respect purely because Tim was too busy fussed about you earning his. Wait, what? Tim was more fussed about you earning respect the other way around, okay? Yeah, yeah. So he was never going to earn your respect, but his priority was not to earn your respect. His priority was for you to earn his respect. That was what it was, in a nutshell. You know, and it's sad because I remember the time Debbie was like, she says to Tim, you have this thing where you just have to snub your nose at everybody, like you just feel like you're higher than everybody else, you know what I mean?
My grandmother's house, because my grandma passed away a couple years ago, and that's when I made the decision to move out here and help her out. So, can y'all imagine like losing your mother and losing your sister within a year span, and then having to sell your mother's personal belongings? I wasn't gonna let my mom do that by herself. Like, if I feel like I'm her only child, and I was basically her only family to help deal with that, I was not going to. I wasn't gonna let my mom just hang dry while I'm out partying and living life in the East Coast. Do I miss the East Coast? Of course I do. But you know, when family needs you, like you're there for them. And I wasn't gonna let a relationship move me back to the East Coast, especially after I knew you for like 5 minutes. You feel me? I just thought that was crazy. But that's just me. I don't know if I do another show. That's not really anything. That's not on my radar at this time. Pretty like annoyed with some things, to be honest. So I don't know. Like an OnlyFans. You feel me? Who's your favorite 90 Day couple? Probably Emily and Kobe, for sure. One of the few I actually enjoy. I'll tell you what, man, I'm just not as big on some of these 90 Day cast members as I used to be. Like, I'm pretty nice to everyone. But I just started to realize things and I was like, oh, we're not like friends, you know. We all saw, we all saw, you feel me? Does he have a DV charge? I heard it got dropped. So, oh no.
But the DV charge thing, that was regarding Nicole and Mahmood. Now, I also heard it got dropped. And I was going to make a video about it, but I couldn't really find the accurate evidence. Someone just posted, oh, they had been dropped, but like gave no information. So I was like, I can't really make a video on just that, you know what I mean? Could have, but yeah. But I'm kind of waiting for more information on that, to be fair. And then obviously, you know, once I have more information, then obviously I can let you guys know. But I've heard that apparently that Nicole's dropped the charges on Mahmood. There's just the proof isn't there right now on the internet. But nonetheless, though. Oh, wait, and also Emily and Kobe? Really? I think Jamal went on to say that they're like the most. I don't know if I put that in this video, to be fair. But either way, though, he goes on to say something about how like he just feel like they're like one of the most realest couples, and you know, like they just have this love and da 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 da. Yeah, I don't really see that, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, for me personally, this is my quick summary and opinion on Emily and Kobe. I think at the end of the day, the two people that met in China, I believe, okay, she got pregnant. And in that position there, Kobe was like, well, I'm a man that's always going to step up to being a father, and also it's an opportunity to get to the States. So why not? Because really and truly, like if she never got pregnant, they wouldn't be together. That's just the grand scheme of it. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck. He only decided to be with her because of the pregnancy, you know, because obviously that's the kind of man he is, and kudos to him. But also on top of that, I'm pretty sure he was also dying the opportunity to also be able to live in the States as well. And I say that because you see, he comes from a culture where women are submissive, and that's something that Kobe has already said, especially in the first episode of the new season of Happily Ever After, right? And at the end of the day, you know, the only way he's going to become somebody that's going to be with someone that's not submissive is if there's something in for him. And personally, for me, I just think being in the States is where he thinks he's winning in life. Do you see what I'm saying? Because generally speaking, like I said before, without the kid, Emily Cole wouldn't be a thing. I personally think I'm not going to say that they're not in love now. But I personally think that she wanted to be with him because, well, no one in America wanted to be with her because clearly she may have a track record. Yes. Because the way mommy and daddy were spoke about her in the first season that they were on the show, they definitely made it seem as if Emily's has a track record, if you know what I mean. So generally speaking, she found a man who got her pregnant, then said, hey, we should give it a try. And he said, yeah, of course. And then, of course, what happened? He was like, yeah, okay, I'll come to America. And then when he got to America, remember when he first came into the house, he was expecting to be head of the table straight away. And she said, no, that's not going to happen. And now Kobe's nervous about bringing her to Cameroon because she's not going to be the traditional woman that's going to be able to be submissive. So for me, ask me personally, like, he's with her because she had a kid. She's with him because nobody else really wanted her. And that's just that. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. Like, but that's not to say that they're not in love now. I'm just saying they wasn't to begin with. I just feel like their genders were very different. Just my opinion. And let's be real, like she keeps popping like kids left, right, and center. And to make it worse, but this is the thing that I'm going to say as well. Can somebody please tell me, does anybody really think that Emily respect Kobe? And the reason I asked that question is because, you see, she had a kid with him to begin with. That bit there, cool. An accident happened, no worries. I get it. Cool. They decided to be together. All right, cool. Then he comes to the States. Within a few months of him being there, before the 90 days was even over, what happened? She was pregnant. Just like that. And remember, when she got pregnant like that, she disrespected the family because they were meant to be looking, because Kobe was meant to come to the States to earn money and then for them to move out. But that didn't happen. That then put on hold. Why? Because Emily got pregnant again. Now, of course, it takes a man to get one pregnant. So don't get me wrong. Kobe also has his own flaws in the situation. I'm not defending him anyway. But anyway, yeah, she disrespected obviously the family by getting pregnant again. Everyone disrespected the plans of them moving out by getting pregnant again. Then they were meant to be moving out again because on the most recent on 90 Day Diaries, I made a video about it. They were looking for places. And then boom, she got pregnant again. And now they're still stuck where? At her parents' house. So like Emily has this thing where she disrespects her parents as well as Kobe. But again though, I'll say she disrespects her parents more than Kobe because he still has to be the person that he has to give it to her for her to get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that he had a plan to come to the States, be head of the house, earn money, move out after one kid. That didn't happen. They had a second kid. So then he was, okay, cool, no worries. I've still got the same plan to do it again. Therefore, we can move out. But then what happened? They didn't have even another kid. And now you see what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But I guess we'll find out more of obviously how all that went down on the new season. But I will say this though, on the episode 90 Diaries, Kobe went through a patch where he wasn't actually being intimate with her. And she pretty much begged him to be intimate. If you haven't seen the video, I made it before. And yeah, just saying. Why did she do that though? I just feel like that she purposely gets herself pregnant, to be honest with you. I'm just saying. But obviously, either way, though, that still does not take away from the fact that Kobe still obviously has to be the one to get her pregnant. So obviously, he's still at fault. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying. It's just interesting how the pattern keeps happening. Unless he's in on it too about getting pregnant and not moving out because they both love and life living in a freaking basement with 3 freaking kids.
Not sure how to feel about Nicole and Mahmoud. Man, I've watched that couple for a while. I pillow talk them like majority of their episodes. Woo, they are different. Like that was just like there's potential in their relationship to work so well, but like they both could not get over their own cultural differences. They couldn't find a happy medium. 90 Day makes me feel normal. 90 Day makes me feel normal.
Woo!
And even mine was kind of crazy, but it's still pretty normal. I think when I look back at like the season before the tell-all, I'm just like, I can't say nothing. Never mind. Shit. I don't think you can stay here with the DV charge and get dropped. Does that bother y'all? Talk about Natalie. I don't have nothing to say about her. I have nothing to say about Natalie, dude. She's just. Who here's a fan? Who here's a fan of Natalie? Let me ask that. Who's a fan? Who's a genuine fan of Natalie? I would love to know. You feel for Natalie, Louisa. Why do you not care for Louisa? What's wrong? Let me ask you guys. What did Louisa do to have y'all like have a negative opinion about her? I feel like she came out there looking pretty, looking ready to do the same thing I did, which is just voice our frustrations with the people we used to date, who we feel like, she did some weird shit to both of us. You feel me? They're like, hey, me and you've been in this game for a long time. It's us versus them. And I already knew that was coming. So I was like, Louisa, I got your back. I don't even know you like that. But, I don't know where my car is. Shit. Nothing. She seems genuine. I like her. Riley, how'd you feel about Louisa? You said man. What else? She wasn't even around long enough to say anything. Bro, I feel like Louisa had like maybe total like 3 minutes of screen time all season. So it's like, how can you have a negative opinion about her? I think anyone who has a negative opinion about Louisa are probably just like hella insecure with how they look or something because she's bad. And I can say that. I don't care. Louisa's a baddie. Like, everyone knows that. Even Steve Jobs probably look at her like, wow, she's nifty. Bro, how do you have a negative opinion about Louisa from the tell-all? Like, please tell me, is it because she's like a minority? I don't understand. Like, do y'all not like Louisa because of her skin or something? The way she talks? Can you not understand her? Because all of that is just racist. Like, and I don't fuck with that. So tell me what. Tell me what.
She 10 low-key ghosted her too.
I mean, listen, to be honest with you, I don't really understand. I didn't even know people were disliking Louisa, to be honest with you, but like I said, I haven't seen enough of her to even care to have an opinion. So yeah, I do agree with that standpoint.
So I'm not matching sticker. Bro, did he not ghost her? I swore shoot. I can't believe it.
Broke up, someone said. Bro, y'all be hearing stuff faster than me. Bro, I saw an article that Veronica was pregnant with my kid, and I was like, what? I had no idea. And so I'm like, if I had no idea, then it's obviously not real. Y'all are so quick. Bro, that article about her being pregnant was actually crazy. Because I knew it wasn't true, because I know things. But it was like the article was so detailed, and it was because Veronica took some tests to see if she could still have kids or not. They're like, Jamal and Veronica are trying, not knowing we weren't even talking at the time. Like, I just don't think it's cool. Like, people take it way too far in these articles. This is really funny.
Well, I guess Veronica is not pregnant. Yes, that is our confirmation right there. Well, nonetheless, though, this is the live stream that happened last night with Jamal. And obviously, you know, I compiled it, reacted to it, guys. Give me your thoughts and your opinions, and obviously what Jamal had to say. Give me your thoughts and opinions on things that I had to say, of course. And also, like I always say, people who are new to the channel, who are viewing right now, subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, how the hell did you make it to the end of the video? And now you don't want to subscribe. Make that make sense. But with that being said, though, don't forget to like. Peace.